Hey there, Aries. I hope you guys are well. Welcome to January of 2020. 2020 is upon us. I first want to thank people for donating to my friend Tippett when he was sick. Michael Anton Tippett. He passed away. He passed away before Christmas, and yeah, I've been kind of MIA, but yeah, thank you so much for your help and consideration with him and his situation, and I really appreciate you coming through for him, so thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get into your reading for the new year. Let's see what's going on. Let's go ahead and pick an energy. What is going on for Aries, please, in the new year of January 2020? Show me. Okay. First card out, you have Ask for Help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. The second card that came out is Miracles and Blessings. Everything has its gift. So let's just go ahead and put those to the side and let's get into your reading, Aries. Asking for help, miracles, and blessings. What is it? These sound like big things that we're needing to change, big things that we're needing to have in our lives. Okay. So the first card out that you have is the Five of Pentacles here. And that came out, hi honey, that came out with the Ace of Wands. So, you know, it's interesting. These two cards, especially with the cards that are here, Ask for Help and Miracles and Blessings. These two cards, it's like you either have been holding yourself back in a lot of ways, Aries, or there may have been a situation where you may have not had money. This might be also another situation that may have been an issue. The Ace of Wands is essentially a card where we are moving forward, where we have more behind us, where we have support. It is an energy, sorry, I've got to get this tiny feline here because he's not going to shut up. He's wearing his Christmas jacket because he likes the compression of it for some reason. I don't know, this cat. So basically, hey Marcel, I love you. Go to your bed. It's right there. With the Five of Pentacles here, you know, this may be a situation where you don't have enough money for something. It may be in regard to financing for a new venture as far as business is concerned. It may be within school. You know, it just could be getting yourself back together even after Christmas, just kind of recuperating your finances. But it feels that there's more to it here, Aries. So we're going to get some more cards out for you and continue. Show me energy for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020. You have the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups communicates energy in regard to love. It communicates in regard to healing yourself, expressing your love, receiving love. It's also feeling very fortunate in regard to the things that you have. It feels like overall happiness type of energy. What I'm thinking here is that the energy that's presented here for you right now, Aries, is that you have a lot of support behind you. I don't know if it feels that way because starting the reading out with this card, this is a card of definite lack. The Five of Pentacles is where we are in distress. It can be financial distress, financial ruin. It can be not having enough money. It can also be where somebody has left us out in the cold. Somebody's put us away. You know, miracles and blessings doesn't always have to refer to money. Sometimes this can be in a situation in regard to love. Sometimes we open ourselves up to something new, you know, especially if you felt frustrated or, you know, empty, not having enough, not having the right type of partners in your life. What do you want in your life? Because the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, what's at the bottom of the deck? So for the bottom of the deck, if the Ace of Cups came out, you have the Nine of Cups with the Page of Cups under that. These are energies of connection. They're energies of moving forward. I feel like overall it's just kind of digging yourself out of a place of frustration and lack overall, you know. Show me more for Aries, please. You have a 7 of Wands here. Those of you who are in the dating field right now, I think it's important to not wear rose-colored glasses or not put your heart on your sleeve. Be conscious of the people that you're around. Be conscious of the folks that you're getting involved with. You know, sometimes we like to go cut it loose on the dance floor or whatever it is, but like, be careful of who you're taking home. Be careful of who you're connecting with. I'm not like saying be careful like, oh, they're going to hurt you, but it's about being pickier. It's about being mindful of the people that you're with. Sometimes we just like get into these situations where we can, we just give ourselves over to people freely, or a little bit more so than we should. And maybe we should hold back a little bit, you know, don't give everything at once. Aries in love, sometimes it can be very passionate, very all, you know, all or nothing. It's like everything is in, and then it just kind of fizzles. And that's not your fault. It's, you guys are a fire sign. And when you're interested in somebody or something, they will go ahead and, you know, you do what you can to get what you want, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's time to start reeling it back in a little bit, and making sure that the things that you're giving to are going to be somebody or something that is going to be worth your while. It's about being, having up some boundaries, you know, creating some understanding within what you want, what you don't want, and being very picky. You may have offers coming. So you have, coming out here, you have the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Temperance card here falling out all together. Okay. So this could be in regard to a fire sign. It feels like there may be some connection with the fire sign. Could be Sagittarius. You know, if that person is supposed to be in your life, they're going to make sure that you know that. They're going to make sure that you are there. They're there for that for you. You know, it's not bam, in and out. I think that there's also a necessity here for you to start basically going really slow. That's what I'm feeling, going really slow, piecing things out, being very, very thoughtful and mindful about how you go about your experience with people. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a change in energy overall for you, Aries. I feel that there's going to be a progression for you, and it doesn't seem like it's bad. It seems like it's just in time, and it's just what you need. You know, and you get to be there to facilitate how you want it to go. Nothing is wrong here. Nothing is wrong here. I think you may be now in the space to receive more in your life for what you want and the directions that you want to go in. I think the person that you're going to be dealing with, like if there's some sort of resistance, I think they're going to make the effort to understand why, to get to know you better, and take it slower. It's like by you taking yourself back a little bit, you put them into a space where they have to do the same thing, and it actually ends up working out. It's healthier than just rushing into something. But I feel the potential for some significant connection and deeper love that feels apparent to me. It feels like you're coming out of a particular situation where you've just kind of been like stuck. And if this isn't, if you're not there, if you're not ready to open up to other people, you know, if you're trying to open yourself up to others, maybe it's time to allow more in. Maybe it's time to ask your guides. You know, I know a lot of people think, oh, that's such a lofty, woolly type of thing to say, ask your guides. I personally believe in guides. I believe in angels. I believe in so many things, so many things. But you have to invite them into your life by communicating with them. Dear angels, dear spirits, dear guides, dear ones that know me and know my path, dear ones that are here to help me and connect with me, please come into my life and show me what I need. Show me the directions. Put me on the paths that I'm supposed to be. Align me with those that I am currently ready to experience. You can't be ready for everything, okay? So I always say, what I'm currently ready to experience, because we're all in stages, we're all in phases. You have to just do it bite-sized, you know? So for those of you who are moving forward, ask, dear energy, dear light, dear ones that know me, dear God, dear universe, whatever you want to call it. Have that energy come into you, Aries. Have it come and support you. Ask for help, miracles, and blessings. This is the energy that's highlighting your reading, Aries. That's some pretty heavy energy, and not in a bad way, in a very supportive and beautiful way. Nothing wrong there. So let's go ahead and clarify some things. Please show me the 5 of Pentacles for Aries. Show me the 5 of Pentacles for Aries. Why is the 5 of Pentacles the first card out? So you have the 5 of Cups and the King of Swords. The 5 of Cups is a card where we're frustrated, where we're hurt, where our feelings are in kind of ruins. We're regretful, we're holding on to pain, we're not releasing things. The 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, it's kind of like a themed energy there. It's a theme of lack. It's one of sadness and frustration. With the King of Swords, you may have been dealing with somebody who was very cold. The 5 of Pentacles can also talk about being cut out, put in the cold. The King of Swords is somebody that's very capable of doing that, aside from being someone, and he is upright, but the energy overall for these 2 cards to pop out for the King of Swords here, to pop out for the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups, like that's harsher energy. It's something where we need to heal from that. We need to come back together and feel more so in alignment with ourselves. We need to feel connected and comfortable with ourselves now. And that can be very difficult, especially if somebody shuts you out. But it feels like the energy that's supporting you now is more so in regard to change, happiness, positive forward movement, and success. So let's go ahead. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. You have Temperance here as well. It's showing up here twice in your reading. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. You do have the King of Wands. Temperance is a card where it's a card of healing. It's a card of connection. It's a card of reconciliations. I don't necessarily know if you're going to or want to reconcile with somebody who's maybe been very cold to you, but what it's feeling like is that that energy was necessary for you to access some part of yourself now. It's like we grow. We're in stages. We're in layers. We grow, you know. So what is it now that I can ask the universe for in this particular moment that I'm ready for? And then next time you ask, what else am I ready for? Put me on the path. Put those people on my path. Let me meet with them. Let me connect. What do I need to know? Sometimes it's, what do I need to know? What do I need to access, to learn, so I can change different things and change into who I'm supposed to be. And it's just that progression, you know, and it doesn't even have to deal with love. It can be the way that you think about something, you know, the way that you cut ties with a specific connection from your life that's not serving you anymore. I mean, there's 1,000,001 different things that can happen in your life, but, you know, take it slowly. And I think that overall, like I said in the beginning of this reading, that feels like what you're doing. It's like emerging, taking it slowly, being conscious of the efforts that you put out there. Feels like you're getting good things. Show me the Ace of Wands here for Aries. You have the 6 of Pentacles here. 6 of Pentacles is about fairness. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Or it's in this deck, it's the Wheel of the Year. It's the Wheel of Fortune, it's the Wheel of Change. You have Judgment. So some of you may end up in a situation where you're really needing to look at how you connect to your past. You're needing to look at how you connect to equality. What is fair for you moving forward? What is honest for you? What is just? You know, it's now a time, and I'm not saying this because it's the new year. Everybody's on the fucking treadmill. I don't care about that. The reason I'm saying this is because it's now a chance, and it's timely. It almost feels timely in a situation where it's like you can look at where you are and evaluate what you need in your life, what makes sense for you, what makes you happy. And if being alone, getting to your place right now where you're getting ready to emerge, if that makes you happy, just being alone, do it. There's no necessity, there's no requirement to be in a relationship, there's no requirement to have somebody, you know, a significant other. Like, that's not always the case, you know. So just be slow, be gentle, be intentional in how you come about things. But what I'm seeing here is that there's a definite movement for prosperity, especially with this Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, this is about change, transformation, phases in your life, one phase to another, but it's now ramping up so it can be equal, it can be fair. Blessings and help, ask for help, miracles and blessings, you know, those things are important here. Judgment is also about how you... Okay, so the words came out through my head, how you waste your time. So what I wanted to say was how you spend your time and consider your time, and what went into my head was how you waste your time. So I'm not talking necessarily about like watching TV or smoking cigarettes. What I'm talking more about is like the things that affect you on an internal level, you know, the things, the attachments that are no longer important to you or don't need to be important to you anymore. So what are those things? You know, what are the ways that we berate ourselves? What are the ways that we, you know, how do we hold ourselves back, essentially, Aries? I think you're in for a big treat. Let's check out this Ace of Cups. Show me the Ace of Cups, please, for Aries. Show me the Ace of Cups for Aries, please. Okay. Okay. So you have the King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Doesn't necessarily mean that you are in a relationship or coming into a relationship with a fire sign. It could be a fire sign, it could be a Sagittarius. But what I'm feeling here is that there's a buildup of energy, there's a buildup of connection, and it's nice. It's also something that feels stable. It's like that type of energy that you're coming into. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You may also have a connection between two other people. But you've got the Knight of Pentacles here and the Page of Pentacles here behind the King of Wands. You know, I think it's important to take your time. And with these two cards here too, the King of Pentacles and the Emperor is your energy, Aries. It's your card. Aside from, you know, just being two boss cards, I mean, these cards are dealing with people who are very on point with their finance, people who others look up to, really go-getting type personalities. But what I'm feeling here is that the energy that's being presented here with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, it's more so indicative of two people who are at their height. They are feeling good about their lives, feeling good in their lives. They're successful. They are, you know, feeling like they're on top of their game. If you're not there yet, it's progressively coming there. But overall, like, if this is a connection that you're going to be getting into with somebody, Aries, not bad at all. What it's telling me is that there's going to be two people here that are going to be better suited, even though one's the Emperor, one's the King of Pentacles. What I'm feeling here with the Emperor coming up, and I feel that that is your energy peeking through, Aries, I feel that that is more so talking about needing to be a bit more, again, what I said earlier, like decisive in how you give your energy, what you give to other people. One thing about Earth signs, King of Pentacles, they like to take their time, and that's being very much presented here, especially with the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. These are things that are slow growing. They're things that are just coming about, you know. So basically, I'm feeling like you need to be very decisive. You need to slow down. A very good friend of mine, I have Venus in Aries, and my when I like somebody, holy shit, I like them. It's like the fucking like bap them over the head with a hammer type bullshit. But my friend Amber, she always used to tell me, cool your ardor, cool your ardor. And it's like, cool it down, chill it out, you know? And I've learned to do that because I used to be like all over people. I'm like, oh my God, I like you, you know? And it was a little bit intense. So sometimes you need to cool your ardor. But with the Emperor, that's telling me that that's kind of the place that you're coming from anyhow. It's about putting up some realistic boundaries, healthy boundaries in regard to how you give yourself over, how you're won over. With the King of Pentacles here too, and the King of Wands, it's about patience, it's about moving forward, but it's something that's sustainable, it's something that is positive, it's something that's slow moving. And with that energy, you're supported towards really good things. With the Queen of Wands here, you know, and the King of Wands, this is more so indicative of people who are equally matched, people who have a very good amount of passion between them. It's a couple, it's a kind of like a power couple, a duo, a dynamic duo. Not bad. So, you know, and with the Ace of Pentacles too, it's about new beginnings, change towards new beginnings, new things coming into your life, but also having the patience and wherewithal to support them and nurture them into existence. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. This is something that takes time. If you don't have anybody in your life and you do want somebody in your life, this is about taking the time to get yourself in order so you can be comfortable and happy when you enter back into the dating world. You don't want to be in pain. You don't want to be suffering. You don't want to be holding on to the ideas or the desires for somebody from your past to come back into your life. You know, if you have those things and they're unresolved, why are you bringing them into a new relationship? Why are you bringing them into a new connection with somebody who has nothing to do with that? Like, don't do that. There's no point in that, okay? Show me the Seven of Wands. Why is Aries... The Seven of Wands is a card. It's a card of anxiety. It's a card of needing to put up boundaries. It's a card of, you know, sometimes it's fighting, but I'm not feeling fighting. I'm just feeling in this reading in particular, like discernment. It's coming to me as discernment. Show me the Seven of Wands for Aries, please. Yeah, okay. So you have the Seven of Wands coming out in reverse. Nice. That's where we're letting it go. Here you have the Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse is not a bad card. It's allowing things to come through. It's allowing yourself to be opened up to new information. Sometimes that's information from within. If you have yourself very like standoffish, if you're not comfortable with people, if you don't want to date, that's fine. But like, there's a point where you have to let down the guard a little bit to let others in, or even to let yourself out, you know. If you have your guards built up so much, it's hard to get through. So just be conscious of that kind of stuff because it can be a hindrance to you. But I feel like that's moving on. It's coming through. The Seven of Wands in reverse, it's not wanting to have that energy anymore, not wanting to be, you know, guarded or anything like that. It's just kind of going with the flow. Sometimes they can talk about letting a situation go entirely, not caring about it. What I'm feeling here is going with the flow, even though you don't know where you might be going. It's just kind of going, you know? Show me the King of Wands here for Aries. Show me the King of Wands for Aries. So you have the Knight of Wands here, Aries. Strength at the bottom of the deck. You've got two fire energies. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands gets a bad rap. A lot of people are like, oh no, the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's talk about the Knight of Wands for a second. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is excited. They've got the gift of gab. They're incredibly fun to hang out with. They want to go dance with you. They want to fuck your brains out. They're really fun. They're a lot of fun. They don't get things done all the time. They don't necessarily commit to things all the time. Knights are kind of in and out creatures. They're not somebody who's going to stick around. You do have the Knight of Pentacles, who's the most indicative of staying. He's got the most staying power, but he's also somebody who's going to take the longest time to commit. He's also going to take the longest time, you know, to be around. Now, if you do have the option between King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, you may have the, you may have more stability with the earth sign, and you may have more sex with the fire sign. It doesn't mean that the sex with the earth sign is going to be bad. It's just basically energy where it's like, you might be able to, if you have the option of 2 and you want to sow some oats, the fire sign might be the way to go. And with that Queen of Wands coming out at the bottom of the deck, that's basically very passionate energy. It may be this person seeing you as somebody who's very, very beautiful, very delicious, you know? Delicious? Delicious? Yeah. Show me the Page of Pentacles here for Aries. Hang on. Okay. Thank God. Thank you. I'm just going to pick that card because you had about 15 cards come. Okay. Wow. Okay. So for the Page of Pentacles, you have the Two of Cups and you have the Lovers. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, Gemini energy is the Lovers. So you may be dealing with an air sign, the Two of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Overall, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. You have earth sign energy here. It's almost as if like, and you have the Knight of Wands under the King of Wands. So it's almost gearing up. If you have the option between an earth sign and a fire sign, the earth sign may be the way to go. The fire sign may be here. It may be passionate and it may be out quickly. The earth sign seems like it's got more potential here. More connection for love. Okay. Such a weird thing. Decency. I heard decency. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I mean, I'm fairly decent, but I'm not boring. I don't think that you're boring. I don't know why I associate decency with boring. Maybe I'm just fucked up. But whatever. Decency. Yeah, it feels like with the earth sign there may be a fair amount of love that can be experienced here, and it goes for the long haul. Oh. You have the King of Wands fall out over here too. I'm going to put him back. I don't know what he came out for. He's presented here twice in the reading already. Please show me Temperance here for Aries. So, Temperance, you have the Knight of Cups coming out in reverse. You have the Queen of Swords coming out in reverse. And you have the Four of Swords coming out in reverse. With the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So, Aries, with the Temperance card here and the Knight of Cups in reverse, this seems like a situation where you have the options for 2 people. You may be in the situation where you have 2 people already in your life and you're kind of going between 2. What I'm feeling here with the Temperance card and the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is about being careful in regard to who you let in your life. You may feel an incredible amount of passion with somebody. But that doesn't mean that it's long lasting. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for these. You know, it may be, and okay, so cool your ardor again is coming. Cool your ardor. Hang on. Okay, I can. It's like I keep hearing things and I'm like, what is it that I'm hearing? Because I don't like it when that happens. Usually it's like a word or a sentence or like a picture, and this isn't even, it's not making sense. The Knight of Cups in reverse with the Temperance card, this is basically telling me that you need to be conscious about the people that you give your energy to. If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. The Queen of Swords in reverse, this can be somebody who can be very bitchy, who can be very cold. You know, if you've had, see, the thing is too, like, doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life, but it's a situation where you have to be mindful about the people that you're entertaining. How about that? You know, and for people who are not going to give you what you want. Doesn't mean that you have to cut them down to pieces. Like, just be gracious and say, no, thank you, I'm done, or I'll go elsewhere. You know, this is more like kind of agitated, trying to be like, it's biting energy. It's very harsh energy. It's not something that is easy to deal with, you know, so just be careful about that type of stuff. And, you know, don't bite people's heads off if you know that they're not going to be something for the long haul. Like, if you know it, just know it and be done. You don't have to hit them or anything, yell at them. The Four of Swords in reverse tells me that you are coming out of a period of situations and time where you are starting to emerge again, starting to open yourselves up. I don't know, Aries, it feels like there's a lot of palpable like attraction on your side. Like, you are seen as attractive here, very attractive, and it's going to probably call in others to you. But, you know, you may have more options than one. You may have more options than one. Let's go ahead and I'm going to get a different deck. All right. Little dragons. Tell me about the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands here for Aries. So for that card, those two cards, you have the Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, and here's that Knight of Cups again. So he's upright. I think that the fire sign, if you're dealing with another fire sign, Aries, that may be a situation that's, it's hot, it's heavy, it's sexy, it's tasty, wear a condom, but, you know, overall, it's not something that has longevity. The Nine of Cups is a card where we are leaving something behind. We're not going to commit to it. There's no longevity. There's no movement here because it doesn't support stability. And with that Nine of Pentacles, that's also indicating that you are at a certain point in your life now where you're going to be receiving those things that you want. And that sounds so fucking cheesy. You're going to be getting what you want. But what I'm saying is, like, it's taken a while to get there. It's like the layers are being shed. You're going to start to experience more and more and more. But it's a place of building yourself up, you know. Whether it be through finance, whether it be through, you know, connections within your friends, whatever it is, it's building yourself up so you have more security. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, they seem like fun. In this reading, this seems like fun, but it's not something long term. And for this to be coming up, the Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. You're waiting for what works for you. You're waiting for what is healthy for you. You're waiting for this. The Lovers and the Two of Cups, and that's coming. That's on the way. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some advice here for you. Please show me advice for Aries. What advice can Aries get for this reading? What advice is there for Aries? Ace of Wands. Things are coming. This card, it talks a lot about sexuality, movement forward, new directions. It talks about the ability to make yourself ready for new things, new adventures, new desires, moving forward and moving forward passionately. You have it here in your reading twice. Ace of Wands with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is just talking about being more so to be in a place of discernment. Be careful about who you give yourself to. A lot of us, Aries, a lot of us can get very, very confused with people just because sometimes when we're really hot and heavy and we're experiencing a lot of sexuality and like all the juices are flowing and it's just intense, you know, those things, it's almost as if like we feel like we are Like, that's the one, that's it. All the sparks are like, you know, whatever, like tick, tick, tick. Sometimes that's an indication that it's not right, you know, because you can't build a foundation on fire. Like, you can't. It's, passion is wonderful and it's a component of what we need in our relationships. But if that's the only ruling factor in your relationship, good luck. Good luck. This person, they are offering stability. This is about stability. This is about building long term. Earth sign. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could also be somebody who is wealthy. It could also be somebody who's just stable as fuck, and they express that and they're willing to be patient with you. So Aries, I hope that this reading was helpful for you. Yeah, I do. And I hope you are enjoying 2020. And yeah, make it beautiful. It's coming through, and it's coming through for you really nicely. So, you know, it's progression, it's positive. So I hope this is helpful. If it was, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And for those of you who donated to my friend Tippett, thank you so much. Like, seriously, thank you. That was a lot of crazy that happened with him, and I'm glad it's over for him. I'm glad he's no longer in pain, and I really appreciate your help. And so does he. So did he. So yeah, thank you so much.